Okay, let me check the Oke, halo semuanya, selamat malam. Halo, halo. Di sini ada Najib, di sini ada Faiz. Halo, halo. Gimana kabarnya, teman-teman? Eh, baik ya? Oke. Di sini ada yang kepencet. Oke. Oke, halo semuanya. Oke. Ya, jadi teman-teman welcome banget ya buat hari ini kita ada Road to Devfest untuk sesi 2 atau season 2 ya. Jadi Road to Devfest ini seperti kita tahu ya, kita sudah mengadakan Devfest Bogor 2025 nih teman-teman, yang tepatnya yang eventnya offline di Geraha Pakuan Siliwangi. Seperti biasa ya teman-teman. Dan di sana bakal ada speaker-speaker keren juga nih teman-teman. Dan Road to Devfest ini adalah rangkaian event menuju Devfest tersebut. Jadi bakal ada sesi seru lainnya nih. Jadi kalau kemarin kita udah bahas Android, sekarang ada AI ML yang bakal kita bahas hari ini ya teman-teman. Jadi siapa yang AI ML entusias? Halo, halo, halo. Boleh kolom chatnya diramein ya teman ya. Ya, dan kita juga dalam seri YouTube, jadi bisa ajak teman-teman kalian yang mungkin belum sempat daftar bisa ikut join di live stream YouTube kita juga di GDG Bogor ya teman-teman. Dan sedikit info dari aku juga untuk event Devfest ini nanti ada banyak challenge, ada banyak juga campaign yang kita buat ya, kayak ada member get member, nanti juga ada challenge yang hadiahnya menarik ya teman-teman. Jadi kalian bisa ajak teman kalian juga, dan eventnya gratis teman-teman, gratis. Jadi teman-teman bisa ajak dan bisa ramein juga bareng teman-teman kalian juga. Jadi bisa belajar bareng dan berkembang bersama-sama sama kita juga. Oke, izin aku untuk menjelaskan event kali ini ya teman-teman. Jadi sekarang nanti akan ada isinya tech talk yang akan dibawakan oleh Nitin, dan nanti juga ada Ana juga yang bakal bantu aku untuk jadi moderator juga sama kayak aku. Nanti dia bakal ada sedikit versi bahasa Inggrisnya juga untuk jelasin ke detailnya. Dan di sini aku dan eventnya akan berformat tech talk. Kalian bisa dengerin dan kalian bisa nanya nih di kolom Q&A atau di kolom chat, nanti aku bacain. Atau kalau kalian mau ngobrol langsung atau mau diskusi langsung, kalian bisa raise your hand, dan nanti sesi Q&A-nya agak terakhir setelah presentasinya selesai ya teman-teman. Jadi bakal kita mulai dulu keynote dari speakers kita, baru nanti ada Q&A section di akhirnya gitu. Itu aja ya format eventnya. Nanti setelah welcoming dari aku, nanti bakal ada dari introduce dari Ana, nanti Ana kita bakal sambut itu juga. Nanti setelah Ditin presentasi, nanti baru ada Q&A session ya teman-teman. Dan nanti kalian juga bisa networking juga sama Ditinnya. Oke? Oh, wait. Ntar ini kenapa ada banyak di sini? Oke. Oh, sorry, di sini caranya. Oke, presentasi. Oke, gini. Ya, teman-teman bisa, jadi intinya nanti kalian bisa bertanya di kolom chat juga kalau mau nanya langsung lagi, itu langsung aja di kolom chat, nanti kita bacain setelah sesinya berakhir gitu. Oke, mungkin sekarang aku bisa present Ana di sini. Halo Ana.
Halo.
Halo. Halo. Oke. Jadi Ana bisa jelasin deh ke detail tadi eventnya formatnya seperti apa dan nanti kayak gimana nih? Boleh.
Okay, hello everyone. Jadi today we're gonna have a tech talk with Nitin. He's a senior data scientist. He's also Google developer expert in machine learning, and he will talk about how Gemini works in fashion. So without any further ado, we will show Nitin. Can you please do that, Harry? Bring him. Okay. Just like
Halo
Harry said,
Nitin.
hi.
Hello everyone.
Hai.
Hey, Nitin is from India. He's in Bangalore right now, right?
Yeah, Bangalore.
Okay.
Oke.
Yeah. As Harry said before, we will have Q&A at the end of the session, probably around 15 minutes. So if you guys have any question, you can do that in the chat box. Okay. Maybe that's it for me. So let's enjoy the tech talk from Nitin. Time and place is yours.
Okay, welcome Nitin.
Thank
It's
you,
yours.
Anna. Thanks, Hari. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all. I'm your Indian friend, Nitin Tiwari. I'll quickly introduce myself and let's get started with the event. Hopefully, my screen is visible. All right. I'll be a speaker for today's session on Sketch to Runway, generative AI in fashion. I'll be talking about how Gemini can be used for fashion use cases. And I'm pretty much sure that you'll find it very interesting. Uh, About myself, I'm a senior data scientist at Zellar and a Google developer expert in machine learning. I've been to Indonesia like last month. I was there in Bali for a AI community summit, which was hosted there by the Google team. And yeah, so nice to see you all here virtually. So yeah, I've been a contributor to Gemini and Gemma cookbooks. So if you're not aware, Gemma is the open source model which is released by Google, and Gemini, as you all know, the most widely used model these days. Before this, I was also a contributor to TensorFlow.js, which was a framework for machine learning, and I'm also a contributor to Google Dev Library. I've been a technical speaker. I've given talks like almost more than 80 talks now. The 50 number is not updated in the presentation, but yeah, across India and internationally. And I love to write blogs on AI/ML on Medium, so feel free to check out some of my work if you are interested in machine learning and want to understand more about how AI/ML works, along with some real-world use cases and project examples. So if you have any queries and questions, feel free to put in the chat. I'll be glad to answer them. And let's begin. So today I'll talk about a bit of introduction about how generative AI is being used in different use cases, but we'll specifically talk about fashion because I've been working with my current organization as well, so that I can share some of the experience there. We'll see how AI in fashion is used for multiple use cases, followed by introduction to the Google Gen Media. So if you are recently following the Google ecosystem for generative AI models, I've got a bunch of models for you, so that you can try it out. After that, I'll talk about Sketch to Runway, which is a very interesting project. I'll talk about how did we build this, what was the intention behind it, and we'll also see a quick live demonstration of this project. At the fag end of the event, I have some resources for you to get started. So if you feel this interesting, if you find it interesting, you can always go back and check out some of the resources which can help you get started. So without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I think every expert in a field starts small with scribbles, mistakes, and dreams. So even when I was not a GD, I always wanted to become one, not because of to have something, but I always love to contribute to the community. So I started small. I started with some small contributions. I used to write blogs, Medium posts, and back then when ChatGPT, Gemini, and all those LLM tools were not available, it was very hard for developers to find resources online. Stack Overflow was the only source of information for us developers whenever we used to encounter some bugs. So similar to that, it's just a short story. Meet Mira. She is not a designer yet, but she has very big dreams. She wants to become a designer. Okay, she spends hours sketching in a room, imagining her creations on the runway. So she wants to become a designer, but she's not, she has not reached that stage yet. She keeps practicing in her sketchbook, to get that perfect outfit or apparel, which can be, used in production in real life. But, sketching it out on the notebook, it has a lot of challenges. It takes some time. It has some other cost associated with that. If the sketch is not perfect, she again has to do the same thing again and again, right? But what if she can leverage technology to help a dream achieve? So that's where generative AI comes into the picture, and we'll talk about this in detail. So AI in fashion, do you think many companies are using AI? What about in Indonesia? Because at least in India, many top garment industry, many top fashion companies are already using generative AI to build a lot of things. So right from advertisements to product catalogs to virtual try-on experiences, right? So yeah, AI is transforming the fashion industry by personalizing customer experiences. So imagine you are going to a clothes shop, you want to buy a dress for yourself or a shirt for yourself. Okay, you see some clothing like you like a particular shirt, and then you go to the changing room, you try it yourself, whether the fitting is correct, whether you like the shirt color and all, right? But with the help of AI, it's now possible to do virtual try-ons right away. You don't have to do anything. Just simply click a picture of yourself, upload it along with the apparel's image, and then in seconds you'll be able to see how does it look like on yourself. So that's the power of AI these days. Going back to the previous slide, many companies are using for forecasting as well as inventory optimization. So let's say at least in India, when there is a festival season happening, right, there's a lot of sales going up. So to meet all those demands of all the customers, the companies have to be on their edges. So the supply chain should has to be must have to be managed in a way that you don't run out of stock in peak sales season, right? So many companies are using AI for that, so that they can forecast and predict what could be the number of sales happening in the next 6 months, in the next 4 months, and they accordingly have to replenish the stock. All right. So these are some examples. Virtual try-on, sketch to design. We'll specifically talk about sketch to design today with the help of a project example. And okay, many top companies like Adidas, for example, they are using generative AI for designing of sneakers. So the shoes you see, right? Most of the advertisements that you see online on YouTube or on TV, although it seems like these are human generated, really shot with a camera, but most of the companies have already started using VO3 and other models to create realistic advertisements. Gucci is using AR powered virtual try-ons for shoes and accessories. So you don't have to really wear the shoes, but you can easily check it out how it will look like on yourself using these techniques. Tommy Hilfiger is another top brand which is using AI for analyzing customer preferences and social media trends. So based on the geography, based on the different locations, based on different preferences, they are analyzing the customer trends, social media trends, and then recommending those products for those set of users. Levi's is also a top fashion brand which is using AI for supply chain optimization and predictive analysis. And there are many other more companies as well which are using generative AI. So let's talk about some state-of-the-art models available on Google Cloud's ecosystem on Vertex AI. So I hope everyone must have heard about what Vertex AI is. But if you have not, I'll quickly give you a walkthrough of what it is and how you can try these Gen Media models on Vertex AI. So if it's a first time for you, if you have not explored Google Cloud yet, so Google Cloud, what it is basically a cloud platform which provides a suite of generative AI models or tools on Vertex AI, which is called as Gen Media. So the collection of all these models that you see on the screen, ImageGen, Chirp, Lyria, Veo, all these are nothing but the Gen Media models. And yeah, so with the help of ImageGen, you can create some really photorealistic images. Chirp allows you to generate voices in different human voices, right? Different languages. Lyria, with the help of this model, you can generate music. So you just enter the text. So for example, if you want to generate beat music or any other form of instrument, right? You can easily do that with Lyria. And Veo or Veo3, which is the latest model, Veo 3.1. With the help of this, you can create videos using text to video or image to video. I'll show some examples so that it relates well with you. And we'll talk about this after that. So it's available on Google Cloud Platform. If you are a first-time user, you'll have to log into Google Cloud. You have to also register with a account, payment link to your account or credit card, for example. Okay, so console.cloud.google.com. What you have to do is just type Vertex AI Studio. So Vertex AI Studio is a developer-friendly interface where you don't have to write any code. You can simply try out all these models. Okay, Gemini 3 Pro was recently released a couple of days ago, along with the Nano Banana Pro model, which is the improved version of the highly anticipated Nano Banana model. And Veo 3.1 is also the latest video generation model. So this is similar to what we have in the Google AI Studio if you have used it already. If you click on here, you'll get all these options to try out the generate media. These are the Gen Media models. To get started with some examples, you can pick something from this, but let's start with a something from scratch. So I've chosen the nano banana model. Okay. Yeah. So I'll start with upload. I'll upload 2 images, for example. So let me check some examples. We have a blue denim shirt. I was just trying out something. Just to zoom in this was my recent talk at Bali. I was giving a talk at an institute, and pay attention to the shirt I'm wearing. I'm just trying to do a virtual try-on thing. I want to see how the blue denim shirt looks like on me. On the person speaking. Okay, pretty straightforward. I'm giving 2 images as an input along with a prompt. So while this gets generated, what you can do is you can also explore this. The different models available. The nano banana is the model. You can choose between the different aspect ratios and the resolution as well. What should be the output format, whether it is a PNG file or a JPG file, and a lot of other settings as well that you can play around with. And amazingly, this is the output. So just in seconds, I'm able to see myself how I will look like in this shirt. Try to zoom in this. So it looks pretty awesome, I think. So the more high resolution image you provide, the better would be the output, right? So going back to the other Gen Media models, will not save this. You can try with image gen model as well. So this model is different from Nano Banana. So it doesn't edit an image, but it can generate some really photorealistic images for you. So just an example. Person standing at the Golden Gate Bridge, for example. Let's try to take this one. Looks pretty awesome. I think we can improvise further with some detailed prompts, but this was a very simple one-liner prompt, right? So this is what Image Gen 4 can do for you. It can create some really high definition photos for you, which you can easily download and use it further. Next is Chirp 3 and Lyria. I won't go into these models, but you can easily create some high definition voices, right? Okay. Hello, GDG Bogor. I think the model is not enabled for me yet, so you can choose between these Chirp 3 HD voices and the language, and it will allow you to generate some really high definition voice. Same with Lyria, and then VO. VO allows you to generate some videos as well from text input as well as image input. So let's go back to the presentation. I think hopefully the Gen Media is clear to you, right? So I'll talk about Fashion Sketch to Runway, which was a collaborative project which I built along with another AIGD, Margaret Minadrid. She's from USA. We worked on this project together a couple of months ago. And this project uses the Gemini 2.5 Flash Nano Banana model. We are thinking to update it with the latest Nano Banana Pro once it goes generally available. And we have used VO3 for generation of the videos. So what this project does is it converts your sketch to beautiful fashion photos, which you can edit as well, and then turn into a stunning 8-second videos as well using VO3. This project was featured by the official handle of Google AI for developers as well, because I think our project was pretty much interesting for them. And yeah, this is the pipeline. First step is just draw a sketch of yourself, whatever you want to, see yourself as in a particular attire or outfit. Next, generate the image using the Gemini 2.5 Flash or the Nano Banana model. We can also edit the image by adding some additional accessories to the generated image. So for example, in this one, I've asked the model to add some bracelet which will go well with her dress. And then finally, we can also create a video out of it using the VO3 model. So let's get started. I will show you a quick practical demonstration of this. So before we begin, you'll have to clone the repository if you want to try it out yourself. The only prerequisite is you must have a Gemini API key. If you don't have it already, just go ahead and create it from Google AI Studio. Okay, so these are the steps. Clone the repository on your local machine. I'll share the link in the chat. And then you have to install some libraries which will be used in the project. Configure your Gemini API key in the .env file, and then simply you can run the Flask server on your local host. So let's get started. I'll put this in the chat. Yeah, so I've already cloned this repository on my machine. It's already running. So let me just quickly open it. So once you download and clone it, and once you install everything, this is how the interface looks like. You can play around with this. So with the simple help of a mouse, you can create some fashion sketches. Okay, not very good at drawing, but let me try my luck. Okay. I hope this looks like a t-shirt. I think I can do better in drawing, but anyways. You can also choose between different thickness brush stroke and the different colors if you want to add something, right? Let me add some polka dots on this t-shirt. This nowhere looks like a red t-shirt with yellow polka dots, but yeah, pardon my drawing. I'll also add a pant. Okay, let me redraw this. This looks very awful. Yeah. So along with the sketch, you'll just have to type a simple prompt. A beautiful woman maybe wearing this outfit. She's walking on a runway with a smile. Okay, so pretty interesting. So the AI model was able to understand that it is a red T-shirt with yellow dots and the blue pant or blue skirt probably. So if you want to add something, if you want to edit the image which was generated, let's say I want to add a white necklace and a watch on her hands. Let's see. Okay, if I just try to zoom in this, I'll download this picture. You can pretty well see the necklace and the watch on her wrist. You can always go back and change the prompt and add something else. Okay, so if you feel that everything is okay and if the image is as per your expectations, go ahead and build a video around it. She's so let me put she's walking on the fashion runway confidently with a smile. And the best part of VO3 model is VO 3.1 is it also allows you to add some audio in the background natively, so you don't have to call another model to bring that up audio in the video. So drum beats in the background. So since this is a image to video task, the image that you have given as an input, it will go to the VO 3.1 model. It will try to understand, it will see what is the prompt given, what needs to be done, what is the setting, right? And it can generate videos in two different aspect ratios: 16:9 a landscape one and 9:16, which is a portrait one, which you can easily use for YouTube shorts and other kind of platforms. So many garment companies are already doing this. They are generating some advertisement for themselves using AI. No more hiring professional photographs manually and then you know no more giving out money to them. Okay, the cost is reduced. They are also saving up on time. And this is the video. So it's not only with respect to fashion. You can also use these use cases for a custom, solution of your own. If you are working with another domain, so you can easily adapt to that as well with the help of these models. So feel free to try out this project and let me know your feedback. Right. And that's pretty much it. We have some resources for you to get started. The GitHub repository is available here. I'll also uh, update the link to the latest repository. We have also created a YouTube tutorial. If you want to understand the details of how this project was built, you can read the Medium blog to understand. If you are a developer, right? If you want to go into the depth of how this project was created, how do you do the perfect prompt engineering, and how do you want to get some realistic output, right? So feel free to follow this blog. And for latest updates and announcements on the Gemini models, you can subscribe to this Gemini API documentation, as well as feel free to try out this Vertex AI Studio. So I hope you like this session. I just wanted to keep it short and crisp so that you understand every bit of it. And feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, on Medium, and other social media platforms. You can connect with me on the given QR code as well. And I'm open to any queries or questions.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Ritin, for the presentations. I just realized, I just noticed there is a big brand that using AI for creating their product. I just knew it. Wow. Wow. That's cool. Okay, what do you think, Anna, about this presentation?
Especially for the brand itself, because we can generate the marketing video, we can generate a new feature for our user. It will save a lot of money.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm agree.
Also, yeah,
Uh,
also in a technical side, it's really interesting because I really want to know how to generate all of this into an API that I can use, you know. Well, maybe
and just
to the Q&A first.
okay. Really interesting to talk about AI now. Okay, let's go to the Kenya session, everyone's. Okay, there is a question from Faiz Fajar. Okay, the question is, how if we got mistakes on first step or the second step? Okay, that's,
Okay, so this application, the example that I showed right now, it was custom built, but you can always add a step, to go back. I think I can quickly show it. We have already added that functionality. So if you made any mistake or if you want to, add something else, there was an option to go back and change it. So let me draw something quickly. Sorry, this doesn't look like a shirt, but a man wearing this probably. Yeah. So you can go back here. You can again draw something. Let's say I want to add a like blue lines on this. Looks very poor, but okay. So this is how you can go back and forth and change anything in the subsequent steps. But you can also build a custom application of your own. The API is already available in the code base. Feel free to go through it and change it as per your own needs, right? You can customize the solution. And I hope that answers your first question. Second question is, how big do you think the impact of AI will be over the next 3 to 5 years? Okay. Many companies have already started adopting AI in many of their workflows. Unfortunately, that has also impacted and caused layoffs to happen, which should not be the case. But yeah, as a developer, I think it's high time for us to make good use of AI, especially if you're a developer. It will help you in coding and debugging things a lot, mostly in a sandbox environment. So you also don't want to expose your company's data and code to these LLMs, right? Mostly, I would suggest for tasks that involve human efforts, we can automate those with the help of AI agents. Agentic workflows and agentic systems can help you do that. So instead of you sitting and manually figuring it out all the day, maybe just use those tools for yourself. uh, Fashion industry is not the only one, but many other companies, many IT companies as well, are using AI to quickly deploy the solutions. So right from configuring Docker and Kubernetes, you might have heard about those configuration. It takes a lot of pain and time to debug. How do you deploy a particular solution? So with the help of, I think we have also built a tool in our organization where you can, with the help of simple prompt, you can take care of all these workflows end to end, right from the coding part to testing and deployment. So I think this is how AI is impacting, and we have grown a lot in the last 2 or 3 years, especially when ChatGPT came in the year 2022. Nobody was interested in to see like how this will revolutionize, but I think we have come a long way, and I think a lot of things are going to happen in the near future as well.
oh, nice. Terjawab ya, Mas Faiz, Pak Zar. Oke. Oh, nice. There is so maybe I have a questions. I see there is that you using the nano banana in the Fastech AI, right? So there's the difference model between nano banana in Fastech AI or in nano banana itself in the nano banana studio, because
Okay.
I just using nano banana studio and the generating the image from that is not the it's not good as from Fastech AI that I see that they use today.
Okay. Yeah, you are correct. I've also experienced and observed this that there is slight difference in the output when you try Nano Banana from AI Studio and when you try it from
Mm.
Vertex AI Studio. The reason
Mm.
behind it is these models are hosted or deployed separately on different endpoints, but mostly Vertex AI is used when you want to, deploy solutions in production when you want to scale it. So that is particularly for enterprise use, and AI Studio is for developers. So if you want to try out something very quickly, that is a preferable platform for you. The another difference is you can easily scale with the Vertex AI Studio. So there is a limit behind the usage, right? So let's say if you want to generate 100 images in 1 minute, that's not possible with AI Studio. You'll be blocked, generating all those images unless you are a tier one or tier two user, right? But if you are an enterprise user, you'll be easily able to scale and use those volume of images. So that's the difference between using models on AI Studio and Vertex AI Studio. Okay, current limitations of Gen Media models in fashion
Okay,
applications.
nice. I just do it. The for the enterprise we can use the Vertex AI, and for
Yeah.
the developers it's using the AI models. I see. There's the difference. Okay, Anna,
Yes.
you can help me to read the questions, new questions.
Is there any other question? Oh, there's something.
There's one from Arya. What are the current limitations of Gen Media models?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe and I agree to this fact that these models are not 100% accurate, of course, because I was just looking at my image, the denim shirt one. My face got distorted because the image was not high resolution, the input image. These are the current limitations, but we have come a long way. A couple of years ago, these image generation models were not very much good. So it was generating 6 or 7 fingers on a hand of a person. That's not the case anymore, and we are improving day by day. But if you see, particularly for virtual try-on and fashion-related use cases, so the fitting, right? So particular shirt can fit differently for different people. So if someone is a skinny person, right, it will behave differently on that. So those things needs to be taken into account when we build these models. But I think that's a trade-off which can be accepted right now as long as it's retaining the original features, the original patterns and design and color of the apparel and the outfit that you're trying to use. Okay, I
Oh,
want to ask.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
we have
I will.
another question from Zainal, actually.
Yeah. All right.
I want to ask how to
Uh,
handle privacy. Oh, it's interesting about privacy. Okay.
there's an interesting thing that Google has also come up with along with these models. So, how do you secure your data? How do you know whether the image which is generated is AI generated or human generated? So, for every image which is generated, there is a watermark which is embedded or injected right into the image or the video. It's nowhere possible for us humans to see it visually, but these are encrypted within the images. So, if you upload these images on the tools which decrypt it, you'll be able to find out that these are watermarked images. So there is a synthetic ID, which is also known as synth ID. I'll put in the chat, which you can learn about. Okay. So for every image, there is a synthetic ID associated with which you can clearly find out that this is an AI generated image. I'll put the reference as well for your understanding. right?
Ah, nice. So the synthetic ID is if there is image generated from the AI, they have a synthetic ID. Wait, and we can check that from the this link, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice, nice.
So I think I was talking quickly in English, so I'm very much sorry for that.
It's
It's
okay.
fine.
It's okay.
We have the subtitle, I think, the transcript in this
Yeah.
platform. Thank God.
Yeah.
So with the synthetic ID, that means we cannot change the model face into maybe someone like Kendall Jenner or something, because
Hmm.
it's personal, because and we will get copyright or something if we use the actual model, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I see. I see. Okay. Wait.
Do we have any other question from YouTube, Harry?
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check.
Just in case we
I
miss
don't.
any question.
Okay, we don't have. Oke. Oke, teman-teman boleh ya kalau ada pertanyaan lagi bisa
Yep. I
raise
am
your hand.
actually curious about how to turn it to an API, because the one that you use, you already put it in your local machine. That means you already turn it into your API, right? I just
Yeah.
curious how you do it from the Google Cloud to the actual API.
Yeah. So I can, like, you have the option to deploy this model using Google Cloud Run, so that there is a dedicated endpoint. So just like you visit any website, right? So it can be hosted directly on a cloud endpoint, which you can directly use for your own use cases. The reason I have not deployed it yet is because if like I have some limited credits only available, so there is some cost associated with generation of these images and videos, and particularly for videos, it's quite expensive right now. VO 3.1 model costs you around $0.75 per second of video generation, and I hope that this cost will be reduced in the near future. So I just prefer to keep it locally so that only I can use for now. But yeah, if I get some credit from Google, I'll definitely deploy this in production so that everyone can try it out.
In Devfest, we will give you the Google Cloud credit, and you can just give the repository of the project. You can clone, you can see his repository, and you can get the Google Cloud. So if you come and you get the cloud credit, you can try yourself what Nitin just present tonight. Any No, okay. If no, I give it back to Harry.
Oke. Ya, teman-teman. Jadi yang jika teman-teman mau cobain lebih lanjut lagi untuk production level, karena teman-teman bisa join Devfest Bogor di tanggal 13 Desember ya. Nanti ada speaker-speaker lainnya juga gitu. Kalian bakal dapat cloud credit juga kok dari masing-masing kalian juga, teman-teman juga. Okay, don't forget to join. Okay, so let me see, there is a question here. Teman-teman boleh banget ya kalau ada yang mau tanya lagi atau mau diskusi bareng, you can raise your hand, you can talk with us. Okay. Let's wait for a while. Okay. Oke. Kita tunggu ya teman-teman.
For this year Devfest, any chapter invites you?
I was invited to Surabaya, but unfortunately, I have some business meetings during that time, so I'll not be able to attend this year. But definitely, I look forward to attending future events and meet you guys as well.
Okay, Mr.
So,
Super Busy. Traveling here and there. He's always traveling for the machine learning event or AI event, or maybe for work, even for work.
You're right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think there's no other question. Oh, guys, Nitin just said you can reach out to him in LinkedIn if you have any question, project, or something related with the machine learning.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe
Okay.
if there is no question here, maybe we can close these sections. Again, let me give information to you guys. Jadi sekali lagi event ini adalah serial events. Roto Devfest ini serial events yang ada dan nanti bakal main eventnya juga di Devfest Bogor 2025 ya, tanggal 13 Desember. Jadi teman-teman don't forget to join. Kita ada beberapa campaign, ada lagi challenge, ada member get member. Jadi jangan lupa ajak teman-teman kalian juga ya untuk ramaiin event kita juga. So, thank you everyone to being here. Thank you Nitin. Thank you Anna. Maybe there is no time again because yeah, we need to type off these events. Maybe we can meet each others next time. I will wait for that. So yeah, thank you everyone and see you next time. See
Okay.
you
Thank you,
guys.
Thank you
everyone.
so
Thank you,
much.
Nitin.
Thanks, Harry. Thanks, Anna. See you. Thank you so much for the
See you
invitation.
guys. Thank you.